There's a difference between Zillow leads and market-based pricing leads, and I'll sort of leave this one on the table to whoever wants to answer this, but how do you get into the program? How do you get these leads? What do you have to do, et cetera?
Well, Bill, you were sly enough from the get-go. So tell us, how did we get into the Flex program?
Well, how did we get into it? It was, as I said, we were doing a lot with Zillow at the time. This was a few years ago, and Zillow has changed their business model, especially in the Triangle, so that they were no longer just selling leads to anybody, any agents who wanted to write a check. Thank God they didn't change that in 2010, because I would never, new people wouldn't be able to do it. New people can't do it anymore, it seems.
Yep.
So
that's a very important point. Like, new people cannot get in.
Right. In the Triangle, you can't just buy Zillow leads anymore.
Right.
Yeah. So that's an important thing to know. And I feel bad for people who are just getting into the business, because I basically built this entire business on Zillow, on Zillow and similar services, lead services. Now you can't do that. When they were switching over to Flex, we made sure that we were on their radar to try to be into the program, because we knew that not everybody was going to be on Flex. They were trying to winnow it down. As it was, I think Zillow was concerned that if they just gave leads to anybody who was willing to write a check, that really damages their brand, and it potentially could damage the brand, right?
Well, it did. I mean, I think it did for a moment there, and moving it to performance-based was key to
Right. So instead of just anybody being able to get them, and then sometimes they didn't even follow up. Sometimes they didn't even reach out to the client who was looking to buy a home or looking to see a particular home. And Zillow felt that was damage to their brand. I'm speaking for them right now, but I'm pretty sure this is true. They thought it was damaging to their brand, so they started to rate all of the agents, have the clients rate all of the agents that they work with or that they were connected with. And that was the first step in going to Flex. And then the ones that were top rated were invited into this Flex program, and everyone else is pushed out now. And there are 12 teams in the Triangle.
Yep. Yes, including us.
Yeah, including us.
Yeah.
12 teams in the Triangle that are getting Zillow leads.
Zillow not only is protecting their brand, but in working with them for the past couple of years now, they really do want the customer experience to be fantastic.
Right.
And that's important to us as well. And so I think Zillow aligning themselves with really top-notch partners in these areas, Raleigh, Durham, Cary, Chapel Hill, the Greater Triangle area, is paramount to everybody's success, right? So
it was interesting because I got to experience market-based pricing when I had first joined Bill's team and see how that worked. And there was oftentimes Bill and I would be somewhat upset about the fact that leads it was whoever had the biggest pockets could pay for or buy up zip codes, and they would basically hog all these leads. And so we had looked into how much business are these people doing, these, people who are buying all these leads, are they actually converting these leads? Is there anything of value there that they're providing that, could we do better? I wish we had that opportunity. And so we were excited when they moved to this. I mean, obviously very excited that we could be invited to be part of it.
Make the cut.
Yeah, thank God. But also knowing that, as two people who really care about the client satisfaction, but also that we're doing our best for everyone, and that we're actually providing some value as agents. I was eager to have Flex as a performance-based program where, we could prove our mettle, and we could show that, yes, we are capable of helping these clients, and we're going to do a fantastic job at doing so. Right. Those leads, more of those would hopefully trickle our way, and they did. And so I think all in all, I'm very proud to be part of the program, very happy and blessed. And I just think it's a great use of what Zillow did. I think it was a great pivot for their
great move. Yeah. Well, and I just know that, both of you, your quality of work and care for the client, definitely that accountability has trickled down to those agents on our team who are also part of the program. So not just the two of you, but
Right.
you've been able to sort of use Zillow's training and accountability metrics to help guide our team members that are maybe newer to the business, and they've seen raging success in building their book of business, especially brand new agents,
Right.
getting contracts within a month or two with your guidance, along with the accountability that Zillow has for them. It helps, right? Accountability helps, makes you better.
That's right. I mean, accountability sometimes feels like it's conflict,
Yeah, it's like a
but it's
punishment.
not.
It's not.
It's
Yeah.
more help than anything else. It's not conflict. It's not. Sometimes it feels like you're getting a prostate exam or something. That it's constantly being examined. But sometimes it does feel like, okay, so how many leads did I get? How many people did I meet with? How many people did I set an appointment with? How many people am I showing homes? How many agents? And so there's this funnel that they examine that's very, very useful to see how well you're doing and where you're tripping up, right? If you're going from getting the lead and not showing them homes, then you can see exactly where you need to work on or what you need to work on. So I think it's fantastic.
I do too.
No,
It's
absolutely.
phenomenal.
Because it's hard to put as bosses, as leaders in an organization, it's really hard to get people to buy into accountability, even though it's completely necessary, when we just make it up. But when it's being imposed on us by Zillow, and in order to get these leads, we have to be accountable in this way. I think it's great.
The lead source is going to go away if you don't do these things. So do you want more business or do you want less business? If you want more business, you got to do these things.